Peace and love, Black family. Welcome to the Diamonds Radio Show. Y'all tell I had like a good little weekend. I took a break for the weekend. No radio shows, no nada, okay? Medicated and meditated, okay? I had to get my life together because, this YouTube stuff is wild. You just have these hating ass individuals who's just coming for your girl for no reason, and I needed some time, but I'm back and it's okay. Tonight we have a great topic like always. Will be an open rant tonight. But I would love to address the criticism of a strong, independent Black woman. Okay. This is something that I keep getting asked about. The men want me to do a show on, the strong Black woman and what it really is. So I was like, I guess, as y'all know, I have very, very different opinions from, the oh, that's me talking. Y'all know my opinion is it's not normally the go-to opinion for most people. It is an opinion that most time people just be like, you crazy, you and your opinion just so crazy stuff. But too fly, but y'all know what it is. Like I said, tonight it's gonna be great because I want to talk about the criticism of a strong, independent Black woman, because I'm starting to find myself personally having to identify myself as such because of the way society is, the way the environment is, you know what I mean? So, so y'all know what it is. I'm trying to get together the phone lines and everything for everybody. Did I do that? Yeah, if you guys would like to call in to voice your opinion at any time, please do so. The number will be in the chat room as well as will be in the YouTube description. So that way, there's no, there is no confusion. Oh, shit. Am I on the line? Okay, yeah. Sorry, y'all. Again, y'all know I'm over here working. A reminder, claim Malcolm X Day, May 19th, all over the world. I am one of the organizers for it, but I am especially organizing heading the Los Angeles event. It will be at Lamont Park. Lamont. Why can't I say it? I'm trying to say like I'm Canadian or some shit. Lamart Park. I can't fucking say it, so forget it. Y'all know what park I'm talking about on Crenshaw. We will be feeding the homeless as well as having a celebration for Malcolm X, because this man, he stood for so much. He did so many things for Black people, and unfortunately, he was killed, assassinated before he can complete his mission. So we have to be very, very mindful when these people's birthdays, I'm sorry, I don't want to say people, but our ancestors, their birthdays come up, like Marcus Garvey and Harriet Tubman, that we take the time to honor and acknowledge them on their birthday, because we not finna wait for the government to give us a pass on when we should be celebrating the legacies of our people. We just gotta, do it our damn selves. Okay, so that's that. Dang, y'all over here on my Facebook turned up. I asked on Facebook, first and foremost, I was like, how do y'all feel about a strong, independent Black woman? And so I will be reading some of those responses as well. Y'all are really like having conversations back at each other, but that's cool. Like I said, we're gonna have that conversation. I can't even really read these comments right now because they're actually really long and in depth, so I won't be able to read and do this at the same time. So, okay, so yeah. What else coming up? Within the next month, I will be launching my network. Okay, I will be going through Blog Talk first to launch it, to take some more Blog Talk's fucking listeners and subscribers and shit like that, so that when Two Fly launches the Diamonds Radio Empire Radio Network. That's a long word. The Diamonds Empire Radio Network. There we go. When I do that, then we'll be leaving YouTube in the fucking Blog Talk. Okay, so don't worry. Anyone who's interested, let me know. diamondsradio@gmail.com. I need hosts. I need a lot. 1 second. Yes. Sorry. My parents, they will interrupt me during my show and not give a damn. Ask me if I'm hungry. Y'all know I'm always hungry. Anyway, hey, everybody. Peace. Leave the goddamn fast food alone. Yeah, it's not, I really don't have a choice. First and foremost, do y'all see how skinny I am? This is not by choice. I would love to be, a thick woman, okay? I would love to have a little meat on my bones and on my booty and on my thighs and stuff, but, just the way that life is working out for me, it's just not working. So fast food is bad, yes, and I'm not advocating for it, but you know what? A girl gotta eat, and it's either that or some top ramen. So I'm gonna let my mama cook me up something to eat, because I'm actually sick and tired of top ramen. But this is why it's so important for Black people, for us to grow our own gardens and things like that. I finally talked my parents into helping me to grow a garden. So we're gonna take off like a whole we have a big backyard, but we're gonna take like a whole section and just grow. Hopefully I can talk them into making like a community garden, but we're not there yet. They're not even conscious yet, okay? But I'm getting them to eat healthier, so only time can tell. What else do I have coming? I have a lot coming up, but let's just get into the topic, because now I've been 6 minutes in and we're not even talking about the topic. Hi Mac, hi David, hi Melanite, hi everybody else that's in the chat room. Thanks, David. Thank you very much. I think I look good too. I'm having a bad hair day today, so don't think just because, I ain't got no hair that it's just easy to do my hair. It's actually not. Sorry, I just looked at the phone. I'm not even logged into my thing. Let me log into that. But like I said, strong Black women. I would love to hear, what y'all have to say in regards to that. What is your interpretation of what a strong Black woman is? Do you think it is, a negative term? Are you offended by it? Do you feel as if we should do away with the term? And why do you think that? This conversation is going to be a little different because, again, I'm not necessarily attacking the women that claim to be strong, independent Black women. And I'm also not sticking up for them as well. I just, have an opinion, and y'all know too, Fly, I be forgetting that I live at like one of those like exceptional. I'm one of those exceptions in life, so to speak. So a lot of the times I will give my opinion, and people are like, but Two Fly, that's not how the whole society is. That's just, that's how you are. So just be mindful. Okay. This radio show, I do it for y'all, but it's really like, my own therapeutic meditation online journal. I come on here and just fucking rant and rave and just talk about the hell I want to talk about. And ironically, it fits with what y'all want to hear. So just be mindful of that. Me talking about the strong, independent Black woman, I am speaking on it because I am referencing myself when we speak of what a strong, independent Black woman is. You have a lot of negative terms or negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, etc., that go with the strong, independent Black woman. And let's get those out the way first, because like I said, I'm one of the people that is actually an exception. So granted, if I come out and I say that I'm a strong, independent Black woman, most of the Black men would not feel any type of way about that. They would just be like, well, right on, Two Fly. But if, other women did that, they'd be like, okay, no, you're a man hater, or you're self-hating, or you got some problems, sweetheart. We got to fix it. So I kind of want to address that first, because, again, it's a lot of negative it's a negative stereotype. But the truth of the matter is, which we're going to get into a little bit deeper, is that the truth is, we're forced, not all, but some of us Black women are actually forced to take on the role of a strong, independent Black woman, okay? First and foremost, just in regards to what we've dealt with, let's just start with slavery, because that's fucking fresh. It didn't just fucking happen centuries and centuries ago. It's fucking fresh. It just fucking happened, okay? We went through slavery, and we already know the implications of what happened in slavery, with the manipulation and the brainwashing and the Willie Lynch and et cetera, et cetera. We understand that, the Black men were made, they were used as an example, so the other Black slaves didn't get out of hand. And then, oh, this why y'all know how on Facebook like will keep popping up. Facebook has the new thing where now, like, it gives you the notification as, like, before you even click the notification thing. So I keep seeing those notifications up, and I'm trying to ignore it, and then I see a message pop up, And yeah, y'all better leave me alone in my on my Facebook. Y'all should be saying all that in the chat room. You see how you sneaky men are? Y'all don't wanna say this stuff in the chat room. Hey Lauren, you look bothered today. You cool? I'm a little frustrated. But, me being a radio host and me doing this every night, life is going to happen. People are going to talk shit. People are going to have negative things to say. And I just have to, learn how to deal with it in what's the word? A positive, conscious way. Because see, I'm from the streets, and the way I handle shit is I show up to your motherfucking door and I ask you what the fuck your problem is. But you can't do that, when you're talking about the conscious community and YouTube and shit like that. So that's that. But hey, Lauren. Hey, Ghetto. Hey, Bam. So we got a lot of people in here tonight. Okay, y'all missed me the weekend or something. Okay, because we here early today. We on time, so we can have a great conversation. So like I said. And hey, Juno. Okay, I can't look at the chat room when I'm talking though because y'all have me all confused and stuff. So again, we know in slavery we understand that the black man was used as an example. They also used the black women as an example as well. That's when we really learned, I guess, the power of colorism and how you have the light skin versus the dark skin. They had the dark skin women for the most part, the mammies being in the a field Negro. Then you have the light skinned pretty black women who would be deemed as the fuck is hot in here. Oh, these dogs be just yelling though, so I hope the dogs don't be interrupting my podcast. What was I saying? So then you have, the light skinned pretty girls that was in the house. That was Master's, not Master's main bitch, okay? That was his side bitch. That's where the side bitches started from. So that's another show, another topic. Side bitches, but it started in slavery, okay? On another note. But so you had at this point, you had the two black women kind of, being forced against each other. You had the light-skinned woman who is looking down on basically all the field niggas for the most part. But then you have the field Negroes looking down on the house niggas. Like, so now you have two, not just gender against gender, but you have two colors against, or you have the light skin against the dark skin, which is, again, also the start of the whole colorism shit. Then you have the separation of the black man and the black female, and that is they did that a couple different ways. I wish you would shut the hell up. See, dogs understand. He better shut the hell up before I pull out my black girl magic on that ass. What was I saying? Look, he talking about it. He like, no, bitch, no, and fuck you. You got me fucked up. So yeah, so then you have also with them taking the light skinned girl as they side piece. I'm trying not to curse. Their side piece. Then you have the black man, basically hating the black woman, and you kind of see this going on in today's society as well. Black men against black women, light against dark, and this is pretty much something that we experience and was developed from slavery. Now, we already have an understanding that after slavery, there was no rehabilitation, there was no counseling, no fixing of the problem. And we also know, don't get, what's the word? I want to say epigenetics. Let me Google it to make sure I'm saying it right. Epigenetics? Epigenetics. Is that how you say it? How do you even fucking epigenetics? Basically, I don't even know what the fuck I was trying to say because I was trying to make sure I pronounced the word correctly. What was I saying? See, I be losing my thought process when I go off tangent. But anyway, okay, morals, traits, there we go, boom. Okay, so we also have an understanding that our traits, our emotions, our characteristics is passed down to our generation of kids. So if, again, we didn't get any rehabilitation, no counseling, no therapy, no nothing. We just pretty much got thrown, We got thrown out of slavery, and then from slavery, you know, we had segregation. Then we just got thrown into integration. We never had a period of time where we're actually learning how to deal with these things. So in return, it comes back on us Black people in our everyday lives with our brothers and sisters. Especially me being a Black woman, I have a hard time, especially, and again, y'all gonna make fun of me, but I actually have a really hard time with light-skinned women. Light-skinned women do not like me. I don't understand why. My thing is this, you know, I love all my people, and I don't really discriminate, but I think most of, and this is a personal off tangent topic, but my personal things, I just think that the light-skinned folks are just mad because I'm always calling them out about their cracker ass parent. My thing is this: it's not my fault that you have a cracker parent, and I don't trust, you know, mixed breeds, half breeds. I don't. You gotta be, you know, like, what does Irritated Jeannie say? You gotta have like 2 or 3 grandparents that are Black, you know what I mean, a generation of Black grandparents for me to be like, you know, okay, you Black, because that one drop rule don't work with me no more. It's been too much infiltration with the mulattoes, the light skin, the mixed breeds, to where my thing is we're in a war right now. We got too much going on. So me personally, I think they might, you know, feel some type of way, or maybe they feel that energy from me and they just don't fuck with me. But not even with me. It's just in society in general, you see the light skin versus the dark skin. And again, this happened in slavery. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this is also where in my opinion, the strong, independent Black woman became, because you also have to understand that a strong, independent Black woman is not a term just used to describe a Black woman who does not want to be with a man or who thinks she's too good for a man. In my opinion, again, because this is all an opinionated show here, in my opinion, it also was making her independent from her sister. Because again, we're supposed to be thinking as one. Me and my sister are supposed to be one. Me and my brother are supposed to be one because we are melanated individuals. We have the same blood flowing through our DNA. Therefore, you know, we are one. Or we should, you know, be one more so. That's how we should be thinking. But the truth of the matter is, with the help of you know, white indoctrination and them trying to be dominant on society and the system of white supremacy and everything that falls under that category, you know, we are forced to actually become the stereotypes that we cringe at hearing. A strong, independent Black woman is something that we cringe at. I used to be on some, man, fuck that strong, independent woman shit, because, you know, you gotta have a Black man and et cetera, up until I figured out that I am forced to be a strong, independent Black woman. So what about the women that are forced to be by themselves and handle shit on their own and having to continuously carry the burden of slavery, the civil rights era, the fact that all of our men are getting shot in the street and getting put in prison, the fact that our young women, their bodies are being fucked with in the form of what they're drinking, what they're eating, you know, the air that they're smelling, which internally affects our womb. What do we fucking do at this point? I'm sure we have an understanding that the world's fucked up. We have a whole lot of shit to fucking be blamed, but when do we start taking accountability? Black men, when you make the comment that that strong, independent Black woman is something that irritates you, it pisses me off, because I'm starting to have a more understanding that, again, some of us, not all, some of us are forced to be a strong, independent Black woman, and I will speak on that a little bit later. But now, you know, I'm trying to stay on topic and focus on the negative part of it. But y'all know me, I can't stay on topic for the damn. Okay, I be here. Okay, but that's cool. That's the Diamonds Radio Show. But again, it's something that is negative, because I'm not counting them women that do actually believe that they are a strong, independent Black woman and that they don't need no man, and they can raise a son by themselves and they can pay all the bills by themselves and they don't need a Black man. Okay, when we're talking about those particular individuals, well, fuck them. They're fucking delusional. We don't need them in our community. Those are not, you know, women that you men should be trying to date and impregnate. Don't fucking fuck with those women. On top of that, you also have to understand that why would they have this mindset? It's not like they just woke up one day and was like, fuck niggas. Niggas ain't shit. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. That's not what it was. What happened in the most cases is because they were done dirty. Now I get it. Black men is going to say, well, don't, you know, blame me for what happened to you in your past. And I get it. That's something that the entire Black community needs to work on. black men as well. We're blaming each other for shit that other people have done to us in the past. And instead of just taking accountability for our actions and being responsible and doing the least selfish thing that we should do in order to make sure that we're not in this situation again in the future. Damn, I'm thirsty. I have no fucking water in this room. That's crazy. I normally always have just water bottles laying around. So again, to the women that say they think that they don't need no man and et cetera, et cetera. Well, honey, you go work over there and you just keep your opinion to yourself in terms of what this black liberation is trying to be about, okay? Because you're not a part of us. You live separately, that's fine. But black people, that's not the mass majority of black women. Some of the women that have the strong, independent black women mentality is because they really have been hurt. They have not, they have not been healed. They have not they have not taken the proper steps in order to make sure that this is not an issue. Again, a lot of black men don't want to come in and deal with a woman's baggage from another man in another relationship. So they going to say, if you got problems, you're not worth it. I'm not going to try to sit here and, help you. So I'm just going to find a woman that doesn't have problems like you. And I'm not mad. However, if that's what you're deciding to do and you're not trying to help fix the situation, then I need you to shut the fuck up about a strong, independent black woman and how you don't agree with that term. If you yourself are not actually trying to help the situation and you're trying to talk to the sisters who claim to be a strong, independent black woman, then fuck you. You're no help to us. It's real simple. It's like, it's again, I'm learning too, but it's real simple to communicate with someone or to ask someone why they feel the way that they feel. It's so easy. Instead, we hear someone's opinion and we go off on a tangent and get upset. Why are you so mad about someone's opinion? Why are you so emotionally invested into this motherfucking opinion? Like that's crazy to me. You need to get out your feelings. Because again, if someone asks me, how do you feel about interracial dating? I'm not going to get upset and I'm going to express to them how I feel. I expect them to not get emotionally upset and just say, okay, well, that's, your experience, your opinion, whatever, your opinion, your experience, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, let's see what y'all talking about in the chat room since I'm talking for a whole lot. Damn, y'all be in the chat room just like really out here. Hold on. Woo. Let's see. You have the preset for Willie Lynn. Damn, I should be actually in the chat room because I'm all late. We were talking about that earlier. The criticism of a strong, independent black woman. She can do everything by herself but can't take accountability. For example, our black communities are matriarchal. The woman is the head. Well, I can see where you're going with that, Junie. If you are going to claim that you're a strong, independent black woman, then you should be taking accountability. You should be, doing everything that you can in order to make sure that you're leaving this world a better place than when you found it. Bam said, so-called African Americans laughing at the servants from frets or whatnot. Okay, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm late in the chat room. Hi, Big J. How you doing? Yes, you can call in. Let me put the number in the chat room for y'all. Sorry. I forgot to do that earlier. Oh, God. There we go. And remember, no fuckery. Let's see. What else are y'all talking about in the chat room? Epigenics. Yeah, that's what I meant. Epigenics. Y'all knew. See, that's why I love y'all, because y'all be knowing where I be going. Because sometimes I don't be knowing everything I be talking about, but it just, it be on my heart to say. So, men don't care how strong a female is or how educated and independent she is. That's Jeannie says. Well, I think, you should care. When we're talking about independency, we're talking about being able to be alone. Well, this is my opinion. When we're talking about being independent, it's about being able to take care of yourself. However, there comes a time when you are going to get with somebody and you are going to have kids, and you're not supposed to be by yourself at that moment in time. I mean, that's just as simple as that. But as women especially, women have to know how to be by themselves. They have to know how to pay their own bills. They have to have their own education. They have to have their own identity, because if not, they get behind a black man and just want to support him in everything he does. And she doesn't have a voice. She's not doing anything. How is that a powerful black family when your woman does everything that you want her to do, how you want her to do it, and et cetera, et cetera? That's not an independent woman. But at the same time, an independent woman is no longer independent when she gets with a man, when she gets with the mate, when she has a child. You have to do things differently. See, I'm single. I ain't got no damn kids. So I can be a strong, independent black woman for as long as I motherfucking won't. And can't no one come and tell me shit, because I'm actually doing what a strong, independent black woman should be doing. Granted, majority of black women are not doing that, and we're going to get into, my opinion of what a strong black woman is later on. I'm trying to stay on topic with the negative part first, because I like to lead with the negative, in on the positive, and try to come up with a solution, because if not, what's the purpose of these conversations? You know what I mean? So yeah. Junie's also saying, and the men don't understand, since the female is claiming to be strong and independent, she can do it all by herself. Why is she not taking accountability? And Max said, wait, hold on, I got confused. The men don't understand, since the female is claiming to be strong and independent, she can do it all by herself, and why she's not taking accountability. Accountability for what? Max says. Jeannie says, that's what black men are not understanding, because the female isn't the builder, she is the receiver from what men build. I believe that as well. I do believe there are some females that can build their own stuff as well, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm one of those women. I'm not finna wait for a man to do nothing. I never waited on a man to do anything. I learned that from my mama, first and foremost. And my parents are still married, still together. I've been together 35 plus years or so. And I learned that, especially from my mama. Like, you don't wait on no man to do nothing. First and foremost, you really can do pretty much anything by yourself, but you shouldn't have to. There's certain things, for instance, when it comes to addressing these men out here, as a woman, I don't think that it's my job or my duty to check y'all ain't shit ass niggas. I think it's y'all men, y'all real kings, that need to check these ain't shit ass niggas. Because if I do that, I am now deemed a bitter black woman. I am now deemed as, a belligerent, loud, black, angry woman. Okay? Just because I'm trying to check this nigga for being not shit. So when I come on here and I tell you black men, y'all need to check them, it's for a purpose. And best believe we women are checking the other women that need to be checked. Because we get it. If you men try to check the women on some of their shit, they're not going to listen to you. Certain things, need to be said by a particular gender when you're dealing with individuals. And that's just the fucking truth. A lot of people don't want to. My thing is people be trying to change people. And my thing is, I would much rather try to work around what your problem is. So if you interpret, I need you, this dog, shut the fuck up. It's so hot in this room though. But that dog is irritating. If you interpret a term like, a strong, independent black woman as negative, that tells me a lot about yourself, because my opinion is you should, when you're looking for a mate, you should be looking for a woman that is strong and independent, because if she can take care of herself and she's strong-willed and she has an open mind and, she's able to, justify her opinions very, very well or whatever, that's a woman that you should want in your life, because that means that she's going to be able to take care of the home. She's going to be able to support you. She's going to be able to raise them kids. She's going to be able to be the woman she's supposed to be, period. But, I think maybe we when some women that claim to be strong, independent black women, they just think that it all has to do is about taking care of the bills and having money. That is not true. And this is why I also understand why so many black women be like, I'm a strong, independent black woman, because there's so many bitches that lay on their fucking backs for a check. There's bitches that climb a fucking pole for some money, okay? A nasty, dirty pole for some nasty, dirty dollar bills, okay? So it is a prideful thing to be able to say that I'm a strong, independent black woman, because I'm not relying on, my assets to make my money. I'm not relying on my sexual experiences to make my money. And, those two things in itself are examples of a weak bitch. And you're not independent, because no bitch independently sells her pussy or promotes her pussy on a stage. So there's no independency there. You may be interdependent, because you're working with your pimp or your daddy. But that's another story. What else you talking about in the chat room? You see how I just be going off on tangents? Y'all can tell how I'm a little irritated today, can't y'all? Just a little bit. Um, what else y'all talking about? Big J, what are you trying to talk about? Why don't you call in? Didn't I put the chat room number in the thing yet? I didn't give it to you yet. Well, I will do it now. So who do you blame? Mac, who are you talking to? I don't know who you're talking about. I mean, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't want to deal with a woman with a baggage. And you know what? That's okay, Big J. But what I'm saying is, if you don't want to be a part of the solution and actually trying to help the woman that has baggage from an ain't shit ass nigga, then you shouldn't talk about if a woman should be using the term a strong independent black woman or not, because you're not trying to help her to reach her potential. That's the thing that people don't understand. Yes. Okay, thank you. What was I saying? Shit. Forgot what I was fucking saying. Yeah, but both people, at the end of the day, we're not perfect. And for people to want this perfect, physically attractive, person, to be their mate, I just think some of y'all need to fucking lower your standards, like, to keep it 100. Some of y'all aren't even, attractive enough to be trying to aim for the type of women or the type of men that you're trying to get just on a physical outside appearance. Some of you guys are actually not even attractive enough inside to even get the type of woman or man that you actually really want, because everything that you want is not necessarily something that you deserve. So that goes back to the fact that you give in what you put in. I know when I find a man, I'm gonna have the best man in the goddamn world, because I'm not out here treating these men like they're not shit. I'm gonna have good karma come back to me, because not only am I even, letting the men that do me dirty get away with it, because I'm not gonna sit up here and curse you out and air your dirty drama once you do me dirty. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's pointless. It's irrelevant. I have other ways to get back at you. But to yell and curse and all the extra, that's fucking extra. So I know when I get a man in the future, I treated y'all black men fucking amazing. Okay, so that's just that. Juno said diamond and pain shouldn't be seen as logic. That's what the problem is. Well, it depends on, it depends on what you think an opinion is, because your logic to me could be an opinion. My logic to y'all could be an opinion, but if it fucking makes sense to me and I have facts that I really believe that is really proven or justifying my opinion, how can you tell me it's an opinion? See, we got to be careful when we're talking about opinion and facts and logic and things like that, because the fact of the matter is none of us is perfect, or none of us know the goddamn truth to anything. So this is why I stress on everything. Everything's a fucking opinion. Period. It's an opinion. I like to just look at the shit like that. It makes it easier for me to express my opinion and be able to perceive other people's opinion. So, let's see. What are you talking about? There's a difference between being, I told you I was going to put the number in the chat room, sorry. Ghetto Picasso said there's a difference between independent and strong. It is. That's why the word in a strong, independent black woman goes together, because you're strong and you're independent. So let's get into, I guess, the positive parts of it now, because now we're about like 30 minutes in, and I kind of only wanted to do it on I only wanted to do the show, for an hour, because I have a lot to do. But now when we're talking about the positive things, and I like that. Who said that? Ghetto said, there's a difference between independent and strong. Well, there definitely isn't a difference between being independent and strong. Sometimes y'all I forget where I'm going with my thoughts, so y'all gotta be mindful of that. But when we're talking about being strong, again, we're talking about, as black women, we are forced to carry the burden of slavery and the fucking civil rights movement. Now, black men, this is my opinion, black men actually are physically having to deal with the aftermath of slavery and the civil rights movement, and of course, emotionally, mentally, spiritually as well. But most importantly, they are physically being dealt with in that manner. But the black women are on a emotional, mental level fucked up, because, mind you, when they kill our black men, when they arrest our black men, when our black men turn gay, who is left with the kids? Black women. Who is left to raise these little ain't shit niggas in progress while the ain't shit fucking daddy is locked up, jail, or fucking gay? Who's left to deal with that? Black women. At the end of the day, we are the ones that fucking create the damn seed. So whether you want to be a man or not and step up and be a parent, as a woman, if I have a child, I have no choice but to be this child's mother. I may not raise the baby properly, but at least I'm raising the baby. At least I'm making sure he going to school, he getting 3 meals a day, he got toilet paper to wipe his ass, okay? And he's not out here, you know, making me look like a damn fool. That's what black women are dealing with. We're dealing with the fucking mental and emotional implications of slavery and the civil rights movement and the shit that happened. We're dealing with a lot of fucking guilt because at one point in time, black women did let down the black family in terms of the feminist movement, you know, and a lot of people want to debate me on that, but that's not a fucking debate, okay? The feminist movement was also a vital part in how do I say that? Feminist movement was a vital part in tearing and destroying the black family, and also was a kind of a stepping stone to further help the whole integration shit, which we know is some bullshit, okay? But so you got the black women. I mean, at the end of the day, the shit's fucking true. Okay, while black men are out here either deciding to be fucking gay because they don't want to be a man, going to jail because they don't know how to fucking do their illegal shit, you know, without getting caught, or fucking dead, you know, over some bullshit, we're still left raising the kids. Whether they're turning out good or not, that's another story, because y'all know how I feel about that. When it comes to when I talk about the term ain't shit ass niggas, I mostly wholeheartedly blame the black female, because I'm like, regardless, you raised this nigga to be who he is. You raised this nigga to dress women the way that he does. You raised him to be the man that he is, and you also did not do your job as a woman to make sure that he had male figures in his life, so he wouldn't turn out to be an ain't shit ass nigga. You didn't do your fucking part. So that's another topic, another story. But when we're just talking about the whole strong, independent black woman, again, some of us are forced to do this shit. If I had a baby right now and my husband was, you know, a pro-black liberation movement, whatever, and he got sent to fucking jail, I'm going to be left to take care of the baby by myself. It's very rare, like in other cultures, like you see, I can't even think off the top of my head, but it's very rare that once your baby daddy or your husband goes to jail or dies or becomes gay, that black woman can go to his brother or his uncle or his daddy or someone in his family to help take care of that baby. Once that black man is out the picture, she's now forced to deal with shit on her motherfucking own. Hence, you get the fucking forced, single, independent black woman. Then you have the black women who, this is another story too, but who want to wait on their jailbird ass nigga, or who still date and fuck with these men knowing they're on the down low, but because you have a baby with them, or because you have a relationship with them, or because you feel like you don't deserve nothing else, you can't get no other type of man, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna take the fact that this man is either gay, he's not shit, or he's not gonna take care of your baby. Something just flew in my nose. And again, I'm not trying to blame and take sides here, but I'm just saying that some black women are forced to deal with that. Me personally, you know, take what's currently been going on. You know what I mean? As a black woman, me doing what I'm doing, again, I don't have to be doing any of this, okay? I don't have to. I've been asked to fucking do shows with other real radio networks online to get paid, all these things. So again, everything that I'm doing is more so because I'm really trying to help people, and I genuinely freaking care. I really do. I really do care about us. But I myself am forced to be a strong, independent black woman, because even as I am independent and I'm single, I have to deal with shit on my own. I have to, especially when it comes to addressing men, I have to deal with that shit on my own. I have to deal with the disrespect, the degradation, the verbal abuse. I mean, physically as well, you know, sometimes I've told y'all about that in the past, where men's physically, you know, does something to me, not like a boyfriend situation, but just a random man in the street that I didn't even know, but put his hands on me, and other black men just stand around and just look. So in a sense, a lot of black women like myself, we are kind of forced to take on that role. Y'all wonder why I'm so aggressive and so fucking assertive? Because I have to be out here. I can't come on here and be all up in my feelings and be crying every time someone does a YouTube video about me because they don't fucking like me. I can't cry every time someone tells me they don't like my opinion, or tell me that I'm unattractive or I'm uneducated. I can't fucking do that. Other women are able to do that shit, and you know, they get the sympathy and all that shit, but I can't fucking do that. I do not have the ability, and I cannot afford to be a wimpy little bitch. So for the men that hate the fact that I'm so aggressive and I'm so assertive and I identify myself as a strong, independent black woman, you can kiss my fucking black ass. That's what the fuck you can do. Because again, unless the mass majority of you black men was out here defending, protecting, and being able to actually provide financial security for black women, we wouldn't have to go around and always let people know that we are a strong, independent black woman. See, the reason why some of us, not all, but some of us continuously say this shit is because we gotta let you niggas know I'm not one to fuck with. See, if I come on YouTube and I'm like this, and I'm like talking to you guys like this, and I'm happy, and I'm always like this, and then when someone does something to me, I get my feelings hurt, you guys are gonna say, you're sensitive, you're emotional, you're acting like a girl. But then, when I fucking come on here and I let y'all niggas know, don't fucking come for me, because like I said, I show up to your house. I don't do this YouTube back and forth shit. I don't make videos for niggas because they're making videos about me or allegations about me. I come to your fucking house, my nigga. Therefore, see, I wasn't trying to get into that. See, you see how I gotta check myself. But like I said, you know, I'm from the streets. I take shit to people's door. So if me being a strong, independent black woman and all that aggressiveness and assertiveness bothers you, then it is what it is. But you need to understand, black people entirely need to understand that there's a difference whenever you're talking about any stereotype in the world. Is there a such thing as a positive, strong, independent black woman? I personally think yes. I am she. I am, again, like I said, I am forced to be this person. I don't want to have to. I shouldn't have to address grown-ass men that are making videos about me. All you men that claim to fuck with me and know me should already be in these niggas' asses that want to make these videos. You should be fucking letting that nigga know, don't come for our queen, because she is actually the epitome of what a black woman should be doing. We're supposed to be teaching and healing. And as I'm growing and reading, I have all these books that I'm still fucking trying to read, and I'm still trying to grow mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And I'm still taking the time out of my day for the free to come and teach y'all about, you know, some life lessons. Okay. So excuse me if I get irritated when I have to address grown ass fucking men. I don't want to address you. I want to address your fucking mama, because like I said in the very beginning, there's certain things that only a man can check a man on and only a woman can check a woman on. And if you're a grown-ass man and you are being disrespectful to me, I need to see your motherfucking mama. Where your mama at? Where her ass at? Because I need to figure out how she raised such a disrespectful ass son of a bitch. I'm trying to figure out why the hell that she even allowed, you know, why women allow their sons to go out into society and have these mindsets and do these things that they're fucking doing. Same thing with you women. I cannot believe some of y'all daddies allow y'all to be some straight hoes, some fucking prostitutes. Something's wrong with that. So that's all that I fucking have to say, because I'm starting to get irritated again about something that I was not trying to address tonight. So if y'all want to call in, I'll put the number in the chat room, and then we can have an open conversation, and then we can end the show. What are you talking about in the chat before I go to the phone lines? Gender equality hasn't worked for us, and a lot of black men don't understand patriarchy in its concept. I feel like they understand it as fuck. We live in a fucking male-dominated society. No matter what people say, this is a male-dominated society. Everything is based off of the man. I mean, shit. It is what it is. That's just the fucking truth. If we lived in a society, not even in terms of trying to worship the black woman, but just in terms of just fucking general respect. Can we just have a general respect for each other? Why can't we fucking do that? As a black woman, I don't want to be your god. I don't fucking care if you refer to me as a god or goddess or not. I just care that you fucking respect me. So, you know, learn how to respect people. It's just simple as that. You know, there's certain things that we keep talking about that we learned from Egypt or Kemet or, you know, whatever. We learned from wherever we learned it from. And I just think a lot of stuff is not that important. We got to deal with the basics of shit. You know, we don't know how to respect each other. We don't know how to communicate with each other. We don't know how to love each other. We don't know how to support each other. You know, and I try to stay in positive spirits, because, again, when I look at our history just in the last 500 years, you know, we were forced to love each other, to support each other, to unite with each other. You know, slavery, we was forced. You know, whether you was a house nigga or you was a field nigga, it didn't matter. You were forced to deal with whatever position that you were in. And that's how you were able to bond with your people, which is how, you know, you had people who was able to run away from slavery and things like that. Then you jump up into the civil rights movement. Well, because after slavery we was not integrated, we still was kind of forced to only fuck with our own people, do with our own, shop with our own, buy with our own, etc., etc. And I'm sure we already know the 60s and how that played out with the presidents and the money and Black Wall Street doing fine, the rest of America doing horrible. They looking at us like, uh-oh, them niggas is making their money. They gonna get back on top of the world. We got to stop this. So how can we stop this? We have to fucking integrate. So now fucking integration happened, and now we're in a fucked up situation to where I have to keep reminding myself, or at least telling myself, we're not going to be in this fucked up situation forever. But again, slavery and civil rights movement, we were forced to be together. We were forced to love each other because that's all we had. Now with integration, niggas want to love the white man, want to fuck the white man, want to do for the white man, shop with the white man, and just fuck what we're doing. And it gets hard to do what I'm fucking doing continuously because, like I said, what force or what is forcing us to come together and unite? What is forcing us to do that? It's not the killing of black boys in the street every fucking day. It's not the fake, false suicide allegations, that they keep claiming that our women are committing. It's not the fact that, this gay agenda has just run amok through our community. It's none of these things are fucking helping to bring us together. So what the fuck is it gonna take? I'm all for segregation. Shit. I mean, this is not even the topic of tonight. I don't even know how to start talking about that. Junie said, wait, what are you talking about in the system? Damn. Yeah, but black people operate on a different system. This European system isn't what we are used to. Technically, we are used to this system. I mean, we've been fucking with the system for how long? And how hard is it to just go back to, the system of what we practiced in ancient Egypt? It's hard because what is not natural to us has now become the norm. But it's not natural. It's just normal. So we're just kind of going with the flow. You can find your ancestors by reading. You really fucking can. I mean, when I'm reading shit, shit speaks out to me. And there's a reason when I pick up certain books. Yeah, crazy. Jeannie said, no, Diamond, I meant from the economic building and economic receiving part. Oh, definitely. I mean, definitely. They don't know how to be real men. That's another story. Matriarchy is how we find out who we are. We've been here for 500 years. We need to get off this other bullshit from 1,000 years ago. Mac Hill, what you talking about, crazy? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if that was anyway, all right, let me go to the phone lines because I know. Well, no, if anyone wants to say something, I think you press like *7, *6. No, *6. You press *6. Let me turn on the Q&A. Now the Q&A has started. So now if you would like to speak, press *6. Sorry. I'm over here tripping. But yeah, so that's my opinion in regards to, strong, independent black women. I just feel like it's some bullshit. And I hope people who watch this video watch it in its entirely, because you're not going to be able, if you skip through my video for this particular show, you gonna try to say that I mean something I really don't. That's another thing, y'all. It's really difficult. But yeah, when it comes to that, strong, independent black woman, my thing is just this. If you happen to hear that, why don't you ask the woman why she feels that way? Why don't you question the reason behind it, and figure it out. And if that woman, claims to basically be on some because I can pay my own bills and I can raise my son without any help, well then, she needs to be checked. But if she's on some, I'm a strong, independent black woman because I still carry the burden of what happened in our past and what we're going through. Because again, these emotions, these feelings, these characteristics, they get passed down through our DNA, through our blood. So what they were mentally feeling like, or mentally and emotionally feeling, during slavery and during civil rights movement, it is affecting us, especially because we're the feminine energy, so we feel it. What's the word? I forget the word, but it's empathetic. well, I guess empathetic. Yeah, I guess we're used to word empathetic, but that's the great thing about women is we're empathetic. So that is also being a strong independent black woman for me also is where I pull my strength out to do what I'm doing every day. The fact that my ancestors like Harriet Tubman risk her life to save other people, and she didn't just try to save the individuals that was around her, she kept going back to save other people. She was a strong independent black woman. I get my fights from her. Claudette Colvin. That it Claudette Colvin? Yeah, Claudette Colvin. The girl who actually was the first one to in terms of the bus boycott, who wouldn't give up her seat. Everybody knows about that. They all say it's Rosa Parks, but they didn't want to say it was the girl because she was young and she was pregnant, and I think it was because she was dark skinned as well. Don't quote me on that, but look that up. Claudette Colvin. I get my inspiration, my strength from these type of women because these are what a real strong independent black woman is. It's someone who's able to be on her own, not just financially and just to have a kid, be able to be on her own and be comfortable in her skin, how she looks naturally, comfortable in her voice, comfortable being the mother of civilization, period, point blank. A strong independent black woman is not a selfish woman. She's doing everything for her people and not for herself. That's what I think a strong independent black woman is. That person is me. So let's see if anybody got anything to say. Let's see. Gotta put the phone on speaker so y'all can hear. Okay, area code 678. You are live on the Diamonds Radio Show. What do you want to add to our conversation?
Hello there.
Peace.
Alright, yeah. So I'll go ahead and add some things to this particular show. And what I want to add is looking at the topic of this particular video, this broadcast program tonight is criticism of a strong, independent black woman. So what do I think a strong black woman is? And the answer to that is this: a bodybuilder. Yeah, that kind of went over some people's heads. But seriously, that term right there is a bit superfluous, meaning that it's like unnecessary adjectives. Because by genetics alone, black women are very strong. And if you do the research and the history of what black women have been through, just in this country alone, in the United States, it would show that they are very strong and resilient. So when you have people going around bolstering that I'm a strong and independent black woman, they can do that. But I mean, to be strong is to be expected. But at the same time, this may give the cue to other women of other nationalities and races, if you will, to also say that same type of terminology. But instead of saying black, they'll just say I'm just a strong woman. They'll probably say that. But at the same time, the men in their particular cultures and nationalities don't allow them to speak like that. Well, that's different because they actually provide for them and give them money and jobs and opportunities and such. So that's the particular plight that we're facing right now with that. And yeah, so as far as people making videos about you and saying stuff.
No, we're not addressing that. I didn't want to address that. It just came out, but we're not gonna address that on air. They can make videos continuously, and I will continuously have my random outburst on my show. Cause see, I'm here, 5 nights a motherfucking week. I have way more motherfucking pull than the people that, are making those videos. So we're not gonna give them any play. Fuck them is what we'll end it with.
Right, and to that, my response to that was I was going to say, which I am saying right now, why do you care? Which you've already just answered in these past couple seconds.
It is. Well, because because what people don't understand is when it comes to when people are doing things, ignoring it is not something that I am a fan of, ignoring anything. I think everything needs to be addressed, but there's certain ways to address situations. And it's frustrating when, you got to address a situation that you didn't get yourself involved into. You just, I'm just a casualty of war, basically. So when it does come to those things, and on top of that, I'm a woman, and I should care about how everyone is, or not care how they view me, but I should care about what they are fucking doing, because that means that I need to do a fucking better job at making sure these niggas don't, have the courage to do this shit again. But that goes back to part of my show, me being a strong, independent black woman. I have to address these things by myself, when shouldn't have to. But this is something black people have to work on. There's a lot of shit going on in the community with people, whether their agents are they're real conscious and they're just trying to call people out. There's a lot of kind of fuckery, and we can't allow it to kind of cloud what we're doing and kind of get in our way. But we also do have to make sure that we're addressing these things. So when these things happen to not just me but to other people, and it's fucking lies. It's not like no real shit. I personally feel as if, don't ignore it. Address it, especially because, especially if it's men. Like I said, as a woman, I'm gonna check women forever. And if I have a problem with a man, I want your mama. Give me your mama number. Where your mama at? Because that's who I need to talk to. So yeah. I'm hungry, y'all. We're gonna have to wrap up this show. I haven't ate all day and I have a headache. See, that's why I'm also skinny. Like, it's not that I don't be trying to eat. I try to eat. It's just I get busy. When you do what I do, you don't have time to eat. You don't even have time to drink fucking water. Shit. Anyway, if anybody else wants anything to say, you could press *6. If not, I'm gonna end the show because me is so tired. I'm so tired, y'all. Like I said, May 19th, Claim Malcolm X Day. It's happening all over the world, but get in contact with me. I will point you in the right direction with the person in your area that's organizing it. Also, I will be in Chicago Father's Day weekend. So anyone in Chicago, let me know. I'm having a workshop. I'm not revealing the details yet on what it's going to be about, but shit, you'll be able to meet me and we're going to be having a fucking conversation, an open dialogue, kind of like how we kind of do on the show. But we'll just be in person. That is Father's Day weekend, and then I'm trying to be in Oklahoma around this time next month. Looking at some land, doing some things out there, trying to build some new things. I will still have my radio show though, and then I'm also building my own network that I will be launching in the next month as well. Anyone interested in doing radio? I am interviewing folks. I'm also trying to get a campaign together so I can, raise money so I can do more with what I'm doing. So yeah, y'all, just be mindful, when you're doing all the shit that I'm fucking doing. It's kind of like I'm like a Bill Cosby right now. Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC. I'm just trying to fucking take over the conscious community, with my radio show. And of course, there's people that are, with these lies and these allegations and shit like that. So if y'all happen to come across the shit, let them motherfuckers know. Two Flies not want to fuck with. You just might want to just leave me the fuck alone. I will only address the situation in this manner for so long until I show up at your house. Like, nigga, what's good? Okay? So, just throwing that out there. Tomorrow, what are we talking about? I don't know, but 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my bros in the Black Radio, Oh God and Solar Mind. Check out their channel. Subscribe. Look at my channel, etc., etc. See if anyone else has anything else to say. No one else pressed one. Well, I wonder why y'all just called in tonight. Normally y'all don't call in to listen. Normally y'all just look at me on the YouTube. But I got like 6 callers here. Nobody wants to speak *6? Nobody. I'm gonna give y'all like 2 minutes. No one in the chat room? Okay.
I'm here.
Do you have any last words? Sure.
Yeah, why you gotta be so tough all the time?
Because I'm a strong, independent black woman and I have to be. If I had a man, maybe I wouldn't have to do this. I don't know, though. We got to see. I got to get me a man to see if I'll still be aggressive and assertive. All right, Juno. I'll leave the line open for you. Yeah, but that's also something else that I also thought about. I always people ask me like, do you think like if you had a man, would you do that? But in my unconscious days, I noticed that I always got into it with people in public, and the men they never defended me, and they told me it was because I got it. And my thing is like, what do you mean I got it? Like, like granted, I may pop up off the mouth, quick as fuck before you get a chance to respond, but it's nothing to kind of put your hand up like, baby, I got this. Like, you know what I mean? But black men, they just let me just go off on a tangent, and I just be like, goodness gracious. I'm like, goodness gracious. Mac talking about, yes, you would, it's who you are. I mean, my thing, like I said, if men can handle situations for me, why do I need to acknowledge it? This is why I'm not kidding when I ask people, when I'm into it, where's your mama? Let's call your mama. I need to talk to her. I need to figure out how she raised yo ass to be such an ancient ass nigga. Because again, I can't check him in, but I can check your mama. We females. And if I can't check her, I'm gonna just get my mama to check her because I mean shit, it is what it is. Juno, I'm waiting for you to call in. But yeah, it would be nice, man. It's just nice, if you could just be there for the women. You know what I mean? Just for real, like keep it 100. I got this, baby. Don't worry. Like that's it. But also I think again when people talk about the term out, like I also said, it's also more so that term is being used because women, no matter what race, do not want to be looked at as a materialistic hoe, basically. And like I said earlier, there's a lot of, women who fuck for money and who take their clothes off for money. So you're not strong. Excuse me, you're not strong or independent if you're doing that. But that is an opinion, you know what I mean? Other people could argue, well, you are strong because how can you have the courage to take your clothes off in front of people? Well, I mean, you can go back to money and money being the root of all evil. And I mean, you'll do anything for a little piece of change, you know what I mean? So you slide down that pole for a $30 bill. I mean, me personally, I just can't do the shit. Like, I'm sorry. And maybe if it was hundreds, I wonder if it was hundreds, if people would think differently. I don't know. But I know not for no fucking dirty ass dollar bill. Alright, Juno. I see you. You on the line, Junie. What do you want to add to our conversation?
What you just said about Harriet Tubman and that being a strong black woman, I fully agree, but a lot of black women do not view it as that part. They view it as they can pay their own stuff, make their own way economically without the man. And they probably don't, a lot of them don't view it as the way how you viewed it. And the thing is, when it says like, when they view it that way, it doesn't work out for them in a lot of cases.
That's the truth. And that's why I made sure in the beginning I made that kind of announcement to let people know I get it. I have one of the very rare, unique opinions, and I'm most likely, probably one of those exceptions. However, it doesn't take the fact that even though I am an exception, I still can understand their perspective and where they're coming from. So if I could do it, the rest of us can. So instead of us always, having this negative connotation of what a strong, independent black woman is, well, then let's just reinforce what she really is, which would be, somebody like a Harriet Tubman. When you reinforce what it really is, then black women especially have no choice but to follow. But like Melanite was saying earlier, just in just the term strong woman, gay people are doing it, no matter the color. White girls is doing it. Comedians do it. They make fun of it. Strong women. They don't use the black. They don't put black in it because they're not black, but they use that term as well. And it's to me, it's just kind of like, I mean, it's because we're not trying to redefine it. We're allowing the strong, independent black woman to be the woman who claims she don't need a man and who claims that she could raise her son by herself without a male influence. Well, that's not a strong, independent black woman, but that is what we've allowed them to label that characteristic to be. To me, that's just a fucking, ain't shit ass bitch, for lack of better words. You just ain't shit. You are not trying to build with a black man, and even if you did lay down with a black man who wasn't any good, you did not pull yourself together and get enough confidence and courage to go find another black man to help you raise this black son of yours. Instead, you take the approach of, fuck these niggas, they not shit. I'm gonna raise my son by myself and work for myself and do my own shit. That, no, you're not a strong, independent black woman. You are an ancient ass bitch. So that's that. If we start really, again, this is a part, this goes back to, for those who might have been on the show I did on Wednesday or Thursday, I forget. But this goes back to the whole, taking back our culture. We got to take back everything, including words and terms and stereotypes, and reinvent it. Just like how during the 80s and 90s, they kind of reinvented the image of black people through the TV and the music and the movies and shit like that. We can do the same thing, and it starts with us over here on the YouTube. This is why I keep trying to tell y'all I'm really trying to not curse as much and smoke and drink on the show, because I don't want someone who just came across Diamonds Radio to come across a video where I'm just acting a fucking buffoon, when that's just, part of my characteristics. You know what I mean? Some days I'm conscious. Well, no, I'm conscious and I'm ratchet all fucking together, okay? So, again, that's what strong black women do. I can't be selfish. I would love to come on here really and talk about shit, that is really irrelevant to us, but it's fun topics, but I can't do that. It's not important to us. It's not something that, we need right now. So, that's that. I just think we just gotta have an understanding that we actually can determine what these words really mean, if we start having a more positive thought about it. And I'm hoping this particular show will give people a better insight of some of the other women that claim to be strong, independent black women, because again, like I said, not needing a man and taking care of your own bills does not make you strong and independent. Having that mindset actually makes you a weak ass bitch, so we don't want to fucks with you. But it's nothing wrong with a woman like myself, referring to myself as a strong, independent black woman. I don't see, so in regards to the criticism that people give, make sure, you throwing your shade in the right direction. Don't throw it over here at me. Don't bring your palm trees over here. I missed the cup. No. Oh no, the cup still be here. Y'all just don't be seeing the cup. The cup be here. Y'all just don't physically see the cup. Junie, do you have anything else you want to add before we end the show? Because I'm tired now. I'm sleepy.
Hello?
Yeah.
I'll say that aspect of independence needs to be taken back, instead of she can do it all by herself. See, if a lot of black women take that part back, you'll change it up. Redefining what independent is, the strong independent black woman is. That part needs to be taken back.
I agree. It hopefully it will start with conversations like this. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I really hope that this topic kind of gets people to see shit in a different light than the negative, angry, bitter, strong black women. Because we're not all the same. We all different, and that's the great thing about black people. But also, when you come across a woman that uses that term and uses the term in a negative way, figure out how to check them, in a sense. You know what I mean? Let them know, hey, that's not what a strong black woman really is. Because again, a woman is nothing without the man. Period and point blank. It takes two to have a family and to raise a child, to build a community or tribe, whatever, And if we are not taking the time out to have these conversations about little shit like the term a strong, independent black woman, well, in the future, my opinion is we're going to have a problem with communication, because you're going to get a woman who thinks that she's a strong, independent black woman, and then she's going to date a man who's attractive to her, but he may not understand what a strong, independent black woman really is, and it just may be differences in opinion. More so meaning, me being strong, independent, I can't date just anybody. You know what I mean? I can't date jealous people, insecure people, you know, passive people. There are some passive men, and that's okay. And I just personally can't date you. You know, it's a difference in opinion. You know, but if we're having the conversation and before we get together, I'm letting you know these are my characteristics, you know, then you'll be able to better decide if I'm the woman for you or not. You know, so that's that. Um, Hey, Mrs. Legit, part two. Yeah, the show's gonna end. We've been on for what, like an hour now? I pretty much talked for the whole hour, so I'm gonna end it now. But yeah, catch the show. We're here every night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. I'm always here. So yeah, check the shows out. Subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook page, and etc. 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 And I will see you guys all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay? Peace and love.